Guys, we are back live on the air, and we're going to speak with two of my favorite people in this wacky, brutal, ass-beating business called boxing. My brother G Funky, and also the
Hey.
incomparable Big Rick Glaser. Boy, Boots Ennis versus who? We're going to answer that and a lot more, guys. All of this on the latest episode of WaraWeek Boxing.
Rashawn Holden presents the living embodiment of the American spirit, my brother, Rick Glaser.
Well, I tell you what, guys, and once again, it's the sweet sounds of my sons, Van Roshi. They're going to be dropping their new video in about a week and a half. It's going to be specifically August 22nd. But guys, if you're hearing that music on a Monday evening, that means it's time for real talk with real Rick Glaser. Woo! Yes. Rick, how art thou, my friend?
Good, guys. Doing well. No complaints. No complaints at all.
Well, I tell you what, the Mets, I'm glad you're not a Mets fan, brother. They just lost 9 straight.
Yeah. They're literally falling apart at the seams.
Holy cow. And my Reds are right there in the cusp to make the playoffs, but we're not going to talk about baseball tonight. Guys, and to help us talk about boxing, and we're going to get caught up after Rick exits the show. We're going to get caught up on all the family feuds that this gentleman has been partaking in. It's the incomparable G Funky Boxing. Woo!
Hey. Thanks. Hey, thanks for having me. Always fun coming out here with you and Rick. And shout out to everyone in the chat. And Joe, that is a catchy tune, man. I love the finger tapping there on the lead, man. That is fantastic, man.
Well, I wish I could take credit for it, but my son, he is now the master, and he has exceeded his teacher. Yep. I'll tell you what, that's my sonny, Joseph Heron Jr., the lead singer, lead guitar player for the incomparable Roshi, Roshii. Please go find them on all of your latest Spotify, iHeart Music, wherever they download stuff. But guys, it's time for my favorite segment.
Maybe, just maybe, it's time for Rick Glaser's Twitter Watch. Bang!
Thank you, Teddy, in the tri-state area. And this was on August 10th at 1:35. And you said this, Steve Kim is equivocally spot on. What I can add here is it's basically a complete waste of time and money not to go the route Steve Kim suggested. Boxing needs meaningful fights, not Tom and Jerry fights. I know Turkey Al Sheik will absolutely agree with that. And to give you more context, guys, he says this, Steve Kim, I hear fans talk about building up fights, marinating them, making them bigger, etc. Much the way Angelo Dundee said about Leonard Hearns, cook for a bit. Okay, I get that. But in an era where boxers fight less than ever, and to smaller audiences in the States, what are we really building here? Until these guys square off, they aren't getting any more popular than they are currently, in my opinion. You might as well make all the fights you can and see if the star does actually emerge from these proposed matches that are perpetually being put off for whatever reason. And you know what? I give the man a hand because I couldn't agree more. We've been talking about this for years, G Funky. Give him a hand, brother, right there. Now, Rick, what can you add to that? Because what's the reason why these fights keep getting put off? And are the fighters going to have to start being accountable to rectify this trend?
Well, we're in the process of the reset that I said that this business has needed for years. And, and part of the reset is, basically speaking, it's going to be a few big shops that can handle the big money fights. So the promoters are going to be dictating to the fighters. The fighters don't want to fight. They can take a seat on the bench and sit there and pine until the following year when they get another call. So there you go.
I love that. Ride some pine, right, Rick?
Yep.
You know what, man? Well, look, and as much as we don't want to admit this, Dana White has been saying this the entire time, as much as I don't want to admit it.
I've been saying it for years. Crazy.
Yeah,
It's absolutely
honestly,
crazy. You take away Usyk, you take away Fury, you take away Bam Rodriguez, and you take away those couple guys and a few more, and everybody's fighting handpicked guys. Brian Norman seeking out Devin Haney. That's great. That's great. That's great. But if it was the Devin Haney prior to Ryan Garcia putting that ass whipping on him, would he have jumped at that opportunity? I don't know about that.
Well,
I don't have a whole lot of faith in Norman Jr. just yet. I'm going to leave it at that. We have a long way to go until that fight comes, but that's my thoughts.
Well, Norman Jr. ain't pulling out. Let me tell you.
No,
he does it. He's got balls. Whether he wins or not is a different issue. But I think he does win. I think he's a big, strong welterweight, full-blown welterweight. He's young. He's strong. He's in shape. And I think Haney's on the back nine. And I think that Haney's never fought a full-blown 147-pounder. And I think it's a different league. And I think he's up against awful lot in Brian Norman Jr.
Yeah, honestly, I'll be honest, Rick. I don't think this fight.
Wait, hold on. Is that compared to dishonest?
Yeah. Well, look, brother, I'm a born again Christian. I don't know that. I don't know that way. At least not anymore. I don't. Even though I'm in one of the most dishonest businesses besides politics. I'll be honest, brother. I don't think that fight happens, Rick. I don't. I can't see I can't see Devin Haney making it to the finish line here. Like maybe I'm just.
I have my doubts about that. I've said that already. I have my doubts about that. But as far as Brian Norman goes, Brian Norman's all in.
Oh yeah, he's got that hunger. I think Devin Haney's a prima donna, and I think we've seen enough evidence to support this theory. Now,
yeah, we absolutely
I'll be shocked if he makes it to the ring. Now, what do you think? Now, Rick, with your expert eye, what does Devin Haney see here that he thinks he can exploit?
I think he's gonna try to move around the ring and try to use his experience and stuff to get through the fight. I don't see him doing that. I think this guy's gonna cut the ring off. This guy's a strong guy, and this guy can decapitate you with one punch. He's got that kind of ability as far as punching. And I just, if he can't get Haney out of there, he's gonna wobble him, and he'll be look like a stuttering prick out there.
Oh, Chingao. But going back to what Steve Kim and you were saying on the first tweet, honestly, without the major platform, is there any point? Is there any marinating these fights?
No, there's no reason, because by the time they fight, it's another year, and you lose your momentum anyways. So you might as well just get it over with.
Yeah, that's
who
true.
needs to spend money for tune-up fights? Come on, at the high level.
Yeah, and besides, what real matchups out there can like generate that kind of buzz for a fight to be marinated on the level of some of the fights that we've seen in the past? I don't really
Right.
see a whole lot out there these days.
Right. You don't. There's no reason to marinate anything. You know,
Yeah,
You know,
currently, yeah.
if you talk to the real fighters, the Bam Rodriguez's, the Usyks, the Tyson Furies, these kind of guys, they'll fight anybody. Just pay them, they'll fight. You know, Terrence Crawford, another. You know, of course, Terrence
Mhm.
Crawford. You know, these type of guys, they don't turn down fights. They turn down money, but they don't turn down fights.
yeah, honestly, look, when you have that kind of marquee name and draw, I can understand turning down money. But when you
Mhm.
have guys who couldn't sell out my living room on a Saturday night that continuously turn down career high paydays, there's no excuse. You know what? Like you said, put their ass on the pine.
Yeah, have a seat.
Yep.
I
Yep. I
agree.
haven't seen.
I feel like that could be one cure to the overpaying fighters in today's boxing is, hey man, you don't like the payday or whatnot. Well, have a seat then. We'll see you when we see you.
Yeah, hey, go back down to the club level. Nice to know you. Hey, you had a great career. It was fun to watch it while it lasted.
Yeah,
That's all I.
the problem is these guys are so pampered. They think the club level is their local nightclub and at a certain drinking level. You know, so can't say that. You got to come up with another expression.
Oh, and then we go to here's a tweet that you posted at 5:07 a.m. from the gentleman who never sleeps, and it was this morning, and he stated this: "Wait to see what Moses Italma is going to do to Dillian White.
Mm.
Remember what Alexander Povetkin did to White? We may well see a vicious KO from Italma all over again this Saturday on DAZN from Riyadh. Look, I don't know why everyone is remarking that this is going to be a tough test for Italma. Why?
It's the
What are you saying?
fastest heavyweight versus the slowest one.
Yes.
And look,
Yeah.
can we say the same about Raymond Ford versus Abraham Nova?
Oh,
Yeah, I mean that's another one, fast
it's a
versus
gross match.
slow, and two guys. Tom was on top of it. Raymond Ford's on top of it, and Abraham Nova and Dillian White are on the far down the back nine. Ooh,
Terrible.
far down the back nine.
Terrible. And then he says this just 3 hours later. Potential great fight on the DAZN pay-per-view event in Riyadh is WBA World Featherweight Champions in the co-main event, Nick Wrecking Ball versus Aussie Sam Goodman. Both know how to bring it. Added intrigue in this fight is Nick Ball is the only UK World Boxing Champ currently.
Whew.
Yeah, thanks to Usyk. I don't count women champs. Yeah, neither do we. So UK pride is at stake. And he's from the home of the Beatles. How do you like that?
Wow.
Yep.
He's from Liverpool.
Liverpool.
So what do you see in this fight, in this matchup, that makes you think that this is going to be a tough day at the office for Nick Ball? Because a lot of people think Nick Ball's going to roll all over this guy, and they
this guy can fight. This guy's a pretty good fighter. He beat a good American a couple years ago, and this guy can fight. He's a good, strong guy, and he's very accurate with his punches. Sam Goodman, and despite his name, he's not Jewish.
yeah.
He's a very, very, very good complete fighter. He knows how to place his punches properly. He throws the right punches at the right time. Good body puncher, and he's got a very high ring IQ. And,
The chutzpah of this guy using Goodman.
what about Samuel? Two names.
Two Hebrew names. There you go.
I tell you what, guys, we've got a lot of questions already for Big Rick, so we're going to jump right there to it. Jesus M, welcome to the show, sir. Says, Rick, this is one of the reasons why boxing gets no TV networks deals like UFC or UFC Paramount. Ennis versus Lima Blah. Yeah.
I think you meant to say
Rick.
Ralph, man.
Look,
Lima lost to Aaron McKenna. Aaron McKenna and I'd be even money if you owed me money. I mean, come
oh,
on.
Chingal. That this is underwhelming, especially when Eddie Hearn was talking about, we're getting Virgil Ortiz. Let's just hope he steps up. A deal's already been made. And then all of a sudden, they announce Uisma Lima. Well, that rolls off the tongue really well.
Almost
look,
sounds like a drink you'd order at a bar.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, to say this is underwhelming is an understatement, guys. But once again, Rick talked about this last week. Eddie Hearn's painted himself into a corner. If he pays to fight David Abanesian and Chikadzian, look, $3 million Rock to fight those guys. How much do you think he's going to expect if he's stepping in the ring with Virgil Ortiz or anyone of that ilk, of that stature? That's a big problem for DAZN and Eddie Hearn at this time, Rick. And how do we keep these fights from being on pay-per-view? Because he's grown accustomed to inflated purses.
We'll see what happens. But I think that those $3 million paydays for Boots Ennis to fight Stiffs is drying up. I think this may be the last one. After this, he's got to fight real guys for $3 million and up.
Oh,
and I don't mean that much more up than that, because nobody else is going to pay him that kind of money.
Let me ask you something, Rick. Let me ask you to get your crystal ball out here and say, who do you think they match him up with next after this fight?
Supposedly Virgil.
I've been waiting for that fight for, I want to say, I think we were still in the bubble at the time. I've been like early 2021. I was calling for that fight, and then Virgil got sick with that condition that he had, and then the momentum kind of crumbled. But it's still a good matchup. You know, I would love to see that fight.
I agree.
Technique says, salute. Welcome to the show, sir. And he says, oh, man, Nick's going to win. That Australian going to be beaten like an ass. Hey, tell us how you really feel, brother. Welcome to the show at Tyco TV. And Daisy Sanchez has 2 questions for you, right? She says, welcome to the show, ma'am. She says, can you ask Rick if Benavidez is a pay-per-view star already or will be in the future?
No, absolutely not.
Can you explain why, sir?
He's been proven. He's had done no pay-per-view numbers. He's been on a whole bunch of pay-per-views. He hasn't done any numbers.
There it is.
Yep.
There it is, guys. Once again, and look, it's not entirely his fault. He needs a solid dance partner, Rick.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, guys.
What he is,
Andrades of the world and the
what
Dave
he is,
Burrell Juniors of
in the world of pay-per-view, he's a high-priced B-side.
Yep. That's it. That's it, guys. That's why they featured him in the co-main event of Gervonta Davis's cards, right? That's why, guys.
Yep.
That's why. And Daisy says this: worst undercard ever for Canelo fight. Extremely disappointed, Rick. What's going on here? This is not looking good for Dana White's first promotion in boxing.
What's wrong with the undercard? Christian Mabili and Lester Martinez is sensational.
Great match there.
Like Callum Walsh versus Fernando Vargas' kid. What's wrong with that? That so far, those are the 2 other fights they announced. What's wrong with those fights?
And don't forget Big Baby Miller and Michael Hunter.
Yeah, you got 4. You got 4 undefeated. No. That's not on that show. That's September 11th show. That's Thursday night, September 11th. That's not the same show.
Isn't that part of the undercard, though?
No, it's a separate show on Thursday night.
That's a great fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Is it going to happen?
So basically speaking, they've got 4 undefeated fighters fighting each other, and Mabili and Lester Martinez is an eliminator. I mean, what more do you want than that? What do you mean underwhelming? I mean, that's not underwhelming at all. I can't wait for those fights, especially Mabili and Lester Martinez.
Oh boy, someone's getting knocked out there, Rick.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Oh, I love it. I love it, guys. And once again, Daisy, judge slowly. Remember, judge when you see how the fights play out. That's when you pull out the critique sheet. Okay, not before. Once again, that's why they fight the fights, and that's why we watch, right? And Daisy's got one more sister. Says, is Nick Ball ever going to fight a mandatory? Oh, Chingal. Well, you got to ask Frank Warren there. Honestly, how would
No,
you
you
rate?
have to ask for ask for Reese Suleiman. Oh no,
Oh,
no, I thought it's the WBA. You got to ask Gilberto Mendoza.
well, that's pointless. That's pointless, Rick.
Yeah,
Come
I
on.
know.
They just elevated Rolly Romero to legit champion at 147.
I know. That's
Uh-oh.
because Boots moved up. That's
Yep.
why.
And Outlaw has a question for you. He says, Rick, do you know anything on the rumor that ESPN beginning in 2026, they'll be doing boxing on a fight-by-fight basis? Not signing deals with promoters, but signing matchups.
That's a rumor that's unsubstantiated as of today. That doesn't mean it's not true. It's just a rumor that's unsubstantiated as of today.
Well, I
I
tell
think
you
that
what.
I think that would work, to be honest with you, but we'll see.
That's what made originally HBO so great.
Mm-hmm.
And Ken
Yep.
Hirschman, what made Showtime so great. Do
Yep.
not sign fighters, sign matchups, guys. Sign
Yep.
matchups.
Best
Sign
This is
fight,
matchups
Don
not
go on
Chargan.
fighter.
TV.
Right.
And it's once again Promotions 101. Don Chargan taught us back in the day. Hey, this is why he never signed fighters when he was working with Eileen Eaton at the Olympic Auditorium. Hey, if you don't want to work with us, we don't want to work with you. We sign matchups, not fighters.
There
That's
it
it.
is.
That's it. Hold on. Peter Von Arx, welcome to the show, sir. Canelo equals 400. He's not making that much, is he, Rick?
How much?
400
400
million?
million for
No,
4
100
fights?
million. 100 million.
Yeah, guys, come on. Come on, guys. That's just not sustainable. Okay, here comes Kamikaze. Welcome to the show, sir. Good to see you, my friend. Salute, gentlemen. Question for Mr. Glaser. Do you have any worry that this Canelo versus Crawford fight won't deliver as far as being a good fight? I don't want a snoozer or Mayweather versus Pacquiao all over again.
None of us do.
No, it won't be. It won't be.
How can you be so sure? And what makes you say that, Rick?
The styles of the fighters. They're both fight real fighters, and they're from their heart and their mind. So they'll be just fine. You don't have a Charlo in there. You don't have one of these fraudulent fighters in there.
Oh, you think the only thing that makes me think that maybe that Rick is right here because of Crawford.
Uh-oh.
Crawford's very aggressive, and he's got killer instinct.
Right. That's something that I think a lot of fans are missing with Terrence is when he gets a guy hurt, gets him out of there, you know? So, if he happens to get Canelo buzzed, I definitely see him go after him and try to get the stoppage. Although Canelo's got an all-time chin, man. The guy could take a hell of a punch.
No, yeah, and I don't even expect that to happen. I think it's a funny thing. If Crawford takes him out, could he cut him? Could he cut him or something like that? That could happen. Could he stop him with a furious shots where the referee jumps in? Yes, but as far as a knockout, like in the traditional sense, like when guys sprawled out on the deck, no.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see that either. Man, it's a good matchup on paper. A lot of variables, especially with the age. Both guys are a little advanced as far as boxing age goes. Do you think that will have any effect in the matchup, Rick? The age of these guys?
No, I really don't. They're both well-conditioned athletes at the top of the game. They bring in top sparring. They know where they're at.
Yeah.
Joseph Bailey asks, Rick, how much is Bud making for the Canelo fight?
50.
Wow. Holy shnikes. That's ridiculous. Uh-oh. And Ray says, Thanks. Please don't duck my question. Oh, he's calling him out. Are you sure you want him to answer this question? I already know what he's going to say.
Let's hear it.
Can you ask Rick why Top Rank lost their deal with ESPN before PBC did?
What's he talking about?
He's
Before
asking
PBC,
you
what?
why Top Rank lost their deal with ESPN before PBC did with Amazon.
Because they don't have a deal with Amazon. There's no money.
That's it.
Jesus Christ.
Get your fucking shine box. I tried to warn you, Ray.
Jesus, that's a dumb fucking question. They're not getting paid. You know, what's his name's acting like Amazon's a distributor. That's all they have.
Rick got the shine box out.
Oh, Chingo. Brother, you mess with the bull, you get the horns. Rick, don't ever change to please anybody. That was awesome. I tried to warn you, Ray.
What I'm trying to figure out is what's so funny.
Because I saw it coming.
Yeah.
I even gave him the preface, the disclaimer. I'm like, hey, dude, you asked for it. Hold on. So we have to play this because of that last question, right? Here we go.
Terrible fan takes on Twitter/X.
Oh, Alberto, I really don't want to ask this. You can ask him. Joe, please ask Rick if the rumors of Bud having baby mama troubles are true.
Absolutely false.
There it is. There it is, guys. Come on now. Guys, come on. Alberto, my brother in Christ. Good to see you, my friend. And Anthony Manzano. He's coercing me to ask you this question. Rick, what are your thoughts about Haney pushing the goalposts with the negotiations in terms of the money that they're asking for the fight with Brian Norman Jr.? I don't know anything about that, Rick. Do you?
Yeah, that's news to me.
No, they were pushing the goalposts about the
testing,
about
right?
the ped testing. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh,
and that backfired because Norman's test, they just made it public, I guess, and he's clean as of right now. So, yeah,
No
it's like they were hoping for
excuses.
something to come up.
Okay, here's one from our brother Hawker Mustang. Good to see you, my friend. Has Al Heyman always been shady as F? Rick.
He's a combination of slippery and shady and a motherfucker.
Are we talking about Gavin Newsom? Oh, never mind.
Oh, wait a minute. Ray, dude, what are you talking about? Follow up. So why is PBC still at Showtime? What?
Is this guy living in this year or what?
They've been with him since 2023.
Oh, Chingao. Ray, come on, brother. Oh, dude, that's just downright embarrassing. Outlaw, last one. Look, and I'll ask this one. Have you heard any more between the merger of PBC and ProBox? Because I haven't heard anything about that in months.
I think that's pretty dead.
Oh my goodness. So what is PBC gonna do? They don't have any attractions, Rick. What are they gonna do?
They're in trouble.
They are in trouble. Look, guys, and I have been very slow to judge, but I'm gonna say it right now. If you had to make me pick between who I would rather be, Top Rank or PBC at this time, even without any TV dates right now, I would still pick Top Rank.
Top Rank, yes.
This
PBC,
is not good, guys. This is
PBC
not
built no prospects, built them into anything at this point. Just got a bunch of old, watered down guys that really aren't worth a damn at this point.
Can you tell everyone, Rick, remind before you exit the show, can you tell everyone your history of Don King? Because Anthony Manzano, my nephew, says, Rick, would you rather deal with at the top level, Al Heyman or Don King? He used to work with Don King, Anthony.
Al Heyman makes Don King look like Prince Charming. and Mr. Wonderful all wrapped up in one.
Oh, Chingao. So you don't agree with Larry Holmes? The reason why he wears his hair like that is to hide the horns.
Ooh.
That was 40 years ago.
Uh-oh. Daisy Sanchez says, and this is turning the knife here, Ray, but PBC has the face of boxing. Tank, according to some people. Yeah, if he's the face of boxing, then we are in serious trouble in the American market, Rick.
You're correct.
If you had to say, aside from Canelo, who is the heir apparent to be the face of boxing in the American market when he retires?
I don't know how fast, but I think Joshua Edwards has got a real good shot. He's a really good fighter. He's got a good personality. He was a U.S. Olympian. He's a clean-cut kid. And I think he could be the face of boxing. I really do. It's a couple years down the road, but I think he eventually will be.
You know, let's hope so, guys, because American market needs a great heavyweight once again. Talk about that, Rick. I don't think people talk about that enough. You know, it used to be that old adage, where the heavyweight division goes, so goes boxing.
Yeah, but that's not the case anymore. Because the game became so Hispanic, so Latino that that's not the case anymore. It used to be that way, but it's not anymore.
So what you're saying is Mexicanos don't grow that big.
No, what I'm saying to you is that they're not that excited about the heavyweight division unless they have a guy in it.
Well, they had a guy, but he wasted his opportunity.
You talking about Big Snickers?
Yeah.
Who, Andy Ruiz?
Yeah.
Yep. Big Snickers. Oh, geez. Well, look. Yep. What else do we have on the calendar, G Funky? Anything else you'd like to ask Rick? Because 30 minutes just flew by once again.
No, I think we covered everything, and we got some good reactions out of Rick from the chat. So that's always good.
I hope you didn't think you were going to get bad reactions.
Hey.
Yeah. Yes, Joe.
Did he drop off again?
Oh no.
Check 1 2, Joe. No. Check 1 2. Yeah, it looks like he dropped off. So hey, Rick, I want to ask you.
No,
there he is.
All right. Okay, Ray, it's all right, brother. It's gonna be all right. He made you look stupid. That's all right, brother. He says,
what did he say?
Rick, he says, if you guys believe Rick, you believe in Santa Claus.
What's he talking about?
He says that you well, he's basically calling you Espinoza, Steven Espinoza.
No. Okay. Okay.
Or either that or Eddie Hearn.
Guys
who don't know how to tell the truth.
Oh boy, yeah. Eddie, something else, man.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Yeah, tried to let people know. And once again, we all know now, looking at Boots Ennis versus Uisma Lima, we all know now why he floated that BS rumor about Virgil Ortiz. Because he knew that wasn't going to happen.
It's not really a rumor, but he's going to try to make the fight, but Boots probably won't take it. You know, I think it's wishful thinking by Eddie.
Last comment from Refugio Garcia. Welcome to the show, sir. He says, Rick, what are your thoughts about Emiliano Vargas? He's like Ryan Garcia, but with skills. Doesn't he have star quality about him?
Absolutely. I think he's a very good fighter. I think he's got a big future ahead of him, and I can see him becoming a star. I really do. And not only can he fight, not only is he good looking, he seems to be a nice kid. He dresses well. I mean, he's what we need.
But we need TV dates. They need TV dates.
Yeah.
Rick, when was the last time you've seen a star emerge without TV dates?
Whew. You gotta go back to the 80s.
Then he Pazienza.
That was it. Like
Yeah.
you could say in the Buffalo area, you could say Baby Joe Macy at one time.
No, he had TV dates. He was on TV. He
Got
was
some
on
fights on HBO.
no, he was
No,
on
no.
he was on ESPN first and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay. Okay, very good. Because I was
Rick, I
going to
want to
say it
ask
was
you.
almost like an old school method of music. He
Yeah.
attracted TV dates because he was selling a lot of tickets in
Yeah,
Buffalo.
I would say the last fighters that were big attractions became big attractions without TV. In the big, and into a good part of their career, Vinny Pazienza would be one. I'm trying to think. It's really, Dana Rosenblatt. They fought each other twice. They were 1-on-1. Dana had TV. I shouldn't say that. Yeah, because he got on TV in 2000 and 1993. So now he had TV. But yeah, I would say Vinny in the beginning he didn't have TV. I'm just trying to think who else. Oh, I know who. Roger Mayweather.
Roger Mayweather. Uncle
Ah,
Rod.
yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
There it is,
Yep.
guys.
The original
Roger
Black
Mayweather.
Mamba.
Yep.
Black
Yep.
Mamba. There it is. Last
Yeah.
one. We're going to squeeze one more in before we let you go, Rick. Rick, is Boots going to have problems at 154 pounds?
I think with certain fighters he will, but if he fights the same type of guys that he fought at 47, no. But if he fights the real guys at 54, like Bo Chuck and what's his name there, Virgil and these kind of guys, yes.
Mm.
And also, can you shed some light as to why they're having so many problems putting together PBC Murtazalia versus
Erickson
Erickson
Lubin.
Lubin?
Where's the money?
Exactly.
Right.
There
Who's
it
gonna
is.
pay for
Rick,
that?
do you
Rick,
have anything left for Rick? Big
I wanted to ask him
funky?
since we talked about Virgil a little bit here. I heard Oscar say he's thinking about bringing him back. I think in October. Any guess of who he might match him up with, Rick, on that date?
Thurman turned the fight down.
So.
Do you smell that, G Funky? I smell an article out of that, brother.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah,
Look,
we were hearing about that.
Though? What did he price himself out? Did he want $10 million again?
I don't know. I didn't get. I didn't get. He just didn't want the fight.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. It's a funny thing. He's going to be so far in between fights. His next fight, he'll want a tune-up fight. He won't be ready to fight a real fight. He keeps turning fights down.
Oh, Chingao. So that means the next time we see him in the ring, he's going to be completely bald now. Instead of just a receding hairline. Chingao.
Yeah.
Okay. There it is. Yeah, that's going to be it, man. So I tell you what, Rick, thank you, brother. Big round of applause for Big Rick Glaser. Rick, any parting shots for our listening audience, sir?
Not really. Just they had a good conversation with you fine gentlemen. Some good questions from your audience. A couple real bad ones. The one was real bad.
Well, let me ask you a real bad question then, Rick, since I know your favorite place in America is Fresno, California. Any chance we could get you to make it out to Indio at least to see Collazo headline? I just seen the Golden Boy put that out today.
I might go out for that because I'll be in Vegas the week before. I'll be in Vegas the week before, so maybe I will go out from there and then come back to Buffalo after that. So I don't know yet, but I'm gonna have to discuss that with my wife. My wife doesn't let me she doesn't let me to go too many places without her. You know what I mean? So.
Well, I tell you what, man, because I was thinking about
Fresno.
going. I was thinking about going to that fight myself. I like Collazo. I want to see him in person. I got family out there in Southern California. So if you do head that way, Rick, let me know, man. I might meet you out there.
Okay, Chief Funk, I'll definitely
maybe we can get Big Rick to come with us. Big Joe.
2 for the price of 1. There it is. I tell you what, Rick, always a pleasure, my friend. Thank you. We'll see you next Monday, my brother. God bless you.
Well, I got some good news. I'll tell everybody. So you know
All
my
right, let's
one
hear
my
it.
you know my one nephew. They won he got promoted the assistant coach at the University of Florida, the Gators. They won the national basketball championship. He was the director of strategy analytics for the team. He got promoted. Now my other sister, her son, just graduated from college, 22 years old. He got a job with NBA corporate in New York City. He starts in
Oh,
September. Pretty cool.
Congratulations.
fantastic, man.
Outstanding.
Yeah, yeah. So
Outstanding.
they're both making big money in the basketball business. My wife said to me, "Why did you study basketball instead of boxing?"
Yeah. Well, I tell
Yeah.
you what, you've done pretty good for yourself in boxing, brother, and I'm sure Sonya
Thank you.
can't complain.
No,
Yep.
she
God bless
can't.
you,
She
my friend.
can't.
Thank you
She can't
Oh,
complain.
and by the way, who would have ever thought at this point of the year in MLB, the Milwaukee Brewers would be the best record in the majors?
Mm.
You know, it's so for a small market team, that's really pretty amazing. It really is.
It
I,
is.
I, I I actually love it because it shows a small market team can do well. That's great. Really is.
So you're saying I've got hope for my Cincinnati Reds with Ellie De La Cruz.
You got better. You got better chance for. You got a better hope with the chili in Cincinnati than you do the Reds.
Skyline Chili. Damn it, dude. Not only does he make fun of my team, he makes fun of Skyline Chili.
Woo.
No. This chili's good. The teammate.
Oh,
I'll see you guys next Monday night. Okay.
you're leaving us.
All right, Rick.
G
Yeah.
Punk, when you get off tonight, give me a call. Okay. Got to talk to you about something. Okay. Bye bye now.
For sure.
Thanks,
God bless
Joe.
you, Rick.
Bye bye
Thank you,
now.
my friend. I'll tell you what, guys, that was Big Rick Glaser. Always a pleasure to chop it up and share the air with him. Okay,
Hey,
Adam,
you're the man of hand.
I'm gonna play this once again. Here it is.
Terrible fan takes on Twitter/X.
I don't want to see, and this comes from Adam. Thank you for the terrible fan take, my friend. Good to see you. I don't want to see Thurman retire yet. He's 31-1. He's a bad MFer.
He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth.